I managed to download the laptop version Discord.
Okay.
I want to be using the laptop, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And, I downloaded the sessions so that at least I can be watching them offline.
Okay, perfect.
Whereby when I'm offline, I'll be able to watch than just watching online.
Okay, that's that's perfect. And with implementation,
On that one, I can't say I've done anything, but
mm-hmm.
uh, within this week, within the course of these coming days, I'll be able to do the implementation because I haven't really watched all the sessions.
Okay, okay, perfect. So one thing I'm going to urge you right now is that you go hard on implementation because implementation is what's going to set you up for results. Because look at it in this angle. If you focus, of course, I'm not saying put on hold or pause learning. Continue taking the sessions, continue taking the recorded sessions that you haven't yet taken. But what I want you to do most importantly is that find what you've already learned from the sessions you've already taken and try to implement at least one or two things, right? Find,
Okay.
yeah, pick points from what you've already learned and try to implement at least one or two things because that is what is going to get you started, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So like which service line did you are you going with? Just want to understand the service line you're going with. I hope you have a notepad and a pen with you, or maybe where you're taking that could be on a laptop, on your phone, or somewhere else, just so after the session you have some some blueprint to follow.
Mm, this okay. Right now, I don't. Okay, I can open my notepad on the phone. No problem.
Okay, perfect. But right now you're settled at your home, right?
Yes,
Okay, perfect. Yeah. So which service line are you going with right now?
for now, I can go with web designing development.
Okay, perfect. Web development. Okay, so service line, web development. So basically here what we're looking at, you're trying to find people, businesses, brands that don't have websites, so you can build them
Yes.
websites and you get paid for doing that. Okay, okay, fair enough, fair enough deal. Okay, and what type of clients are you trying to go after?
Mm,
What type of clients? Because I don't know if you watched the part where I showed exactly how you can pick industries and also how you can reach out to those industries selling them your service and all that. Last time I think I demonstrated the calling, right?
yes,
I did a call.
you did you made a call, yes.
Yes, I made a call and you witnessed how the call went and all that. How I wish we were doing this during the day. It's in the night. I can't actually do that. It's in the night.
Okay.
Obviously, people are sleeping. Unless I was calling um, a company in the US and all that, right? Which I can, of course, I can do, right? Unless I was calling
Yes,
a
I do
company,
remember.
yeah, unless I was calling a company in the US and all that, which of course I can do. But also, you can go with that strategy if it's something that you feel could work best for you, or if it's something you feel you're comfortable with. All right. Secondly, you
Mm-hmm.
can go the email approach, right? You
Okay.
can either
So
do the
schedule
calls or you
via
can do the
email.
email approach, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. So, but personally, I would suggest to do both. You just split. For example, how many number of approaches do you think you can make on a daily basis? Very, very important question. How many approaches do you think you can make on a daily basis? Then you split, you do calls, some calls, some you do the email approach.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I
How
think
many do you think you can do in a day?
I think the five is okay if possible. Yeah,
Come again, give me the
five
number.
is okay. Maybe.
Five?
Five is okay. Yes.
Five. Okay, so what I want to do is that the first day when you manage to do the five, the second day double it.
Okay.
Yes, here's the thing, huh? You want to do so much work as you possibly can. That is one thing I always tell people about outreach. You always want to do as much work as you possibly can. So I'll understand if this is like a very first time doing it. You can go with five, perfectly fine. But what I want you to do is that keep on doubling the number, right? So if today you can do five, the other day you can do five, the third day you can do five. It's something that's sinking in. The days to come, double that, double it to 10, double the 10 to 20, double 20 to 40. Like just keep doubling the number. You won't feel the impact of you
Okay.
doubling the number as you keep doubling it, because now it will be something natural to you. It will come natural because now you've been doing it for a while.
Yeah.
At some point, you feel like five is just way too little. But the whole point is just to get started.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
You see, the whole point is just to get. Let me see if I can share my screen. Screen sharing and then encrypted never. Okay, okay, perfect. Let me see if I can share my screen. But what I'm sharing right now is way too private. But I'll try to share it.
Okay.
Okay, yes, try to share it. Are you okay? Let me see. Are you able to see my screen? Am I already sharing my screen?
Yeah, it's dark. Okay.
Okay, not really. I mean my screen, not my camera. My camera should be darkest because I've closed it. But my screen.
Oh, okay. I'm not able to see.
Okay, okay. I think this is when. I don't know if I can share. Okay, okay, you can see my screen, right?
Um,
Are you able to see my screen?
yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay, perfect. So, for example, this is an example of some kind of a proposal that I did for this service line that I'm pitching. So you can see this is something the amount of work that I've put in this, right? It's actually
Okay.
what I'm offering here is copywriting. I don't know if you know what copywriting is, right?
Yes, I know. Yes.
Yes, so basically that's the service line. Copywriting, like email copywriting, social media copywriting, scripting, marketing content and all that. Basically, that's what this proposal
Okay.
is all about. So this is something that I've put together and all that. Yeah, yeah. Just to give you an idea of how you can go about it the email way. And this is just a simple email that I wrote. Hey Ashley, I came across your IG and spotted some opportunity for us to work together and implement some marketing strategies for Tourlane. I was crazy enough to put together a proposal document that took me over 5 hours of sweat just for you. Kindly have a look at the proposal and let me know what you think. Thanks, Emmanuel. Just something simple and easy. And
Okay.
also,
Yeah, this is great.
come again.
I'm saying this is great.
hmm And also, it's dependent on who you are writing to. For example, me mostly, I like to pitch to international clients, right? So this lady is from the US. No wonder you can see in
Okay.
the proposal what's there. Um, I quoted her in dollars because this lady is in the US. So most of my pitches I love to pitch to international people, right? So this is something that you can actually do if at all you also want to balance between the calling approach as well as the email approach. But like I said, I'll suggest you do both, test out both and see which one is working best for you. Then you can double down on what's working best for you.
Okay.
Mm,
Yes, that is well good. Now we'll see how I can start on this.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Okay, so now here's the
Mm.
thing. Uh, you can see my screen even now, right?
Yes.
Okay, so let me open this Google Sheets. Let me open this Google Sheets. I'm going to give you access to this Google Sheets.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to give you access. Let me do this. Let me push this somewhere. Okay, so what we're going to do here, we're going to come up with okay, let me do this. We're going to come up with um I'll name it 90 days 90 days roadmap. Okay, so basically what we're going to have here is okay, outreaches done. We're going to have outreaches done here. Let me do this. Number of outreaches done. Then here we're going to have, I think I'm going to put up something like a drop down here. Um, let me see. Option one. Option one. Okay, let me change this. Where is that? Where is that? And not this drop down. Okay, just a moment. I'm looking for something. Um, okay, let's do this. Let's do this. No, it's much cheap. Okay, insert checkbox. Okay, I'll put a checkbox here. Number of outreaches done. Okay. Um, calls made. Even here, I'll insert checkbox. Calls you've done, and here I'll put the date. Okay, so now this is going to help you track what you're doing.
Okay.
Yes, this is going to help you track. Okay, let's do this. Let me try to move this. Um, okay. Okay. Okay, I wanted to do this. So for example here, right? What you're going to do, you put dates. So let's say I'm going to start with tomorrow's date, which is the 24th of February 2026. So let me just drag this down. Let me drag this down all the way. Okay.
Oh, it's not okay.
Okay, no, I think it's done the wrong way.
Maybe that's
Okay, let me do this then. Maybe 26-02-23. Let me drag this all the way. Okay, yeah. All the way to 90. Since this is 90 days. I'll go all the way to 91. Okay, like this. Perfect. So now, what you're going to be doing here is you're going to enter here. You're going to be entering the number of approaches you've done, right? So, for example, let's say today you did 5. You put it here, and on the this is the 23rd, right? Which is today. You would tick here that you've completed it. You've done it. If tomorrow you do it again, uh, every time you do your approaches, you just have to come and tick here, and by the end of a certain period, could be 10 days, 20 days, whatever number of days a month, you'll be able to come and check here, if actually you've been doing something or not, because this is what's going to help you know, okay, whether you're putting in the work or not. And that is what matters the most than just taking the modules, the recorded modules.
okay.
Yeah, right. So let me give you, I'll give you viewer access to this. Then you can create create a copy.
Okay.
You can give me your email.
It's not Kazungula.
Okay.
.com.
Dot at gmail.com, right?
Yes.
Come like this. Okay, I think this is you. You know how to make a copy,
Mm,
right?
yes.
Okay, perfect. So you can go ahead and make a copy of this file. Then this is what you're going to be using to track your approaches per day.
Okay. So
So
what
what
about
about
also
also
here I
here? I
need
need
to
to
tick
check
if
if
I've
I've
made a
made a
call
call
or
or
not
not on the other
on
on
the
the
other
other
done.
on the other end. Also, yes, you have to tick. For example, let's say on this particular day you did, let's say, 30, right? You enter the number you did and you tick. Let's say on this day you did, let's say for argument's sake, you did 17. You enter the number, you come here, you tick. If on this day you did nothing, you leave it as it is, you skip and you tick on the day that you did something. Then from at the end of a period, you'll be able to come and check your numbers here, so we can see, okay, based on what you are supposed to be doing per day, have you been doing that? But for me, I would give you maybe, let's say, let me say this is target, right? I'll give you a target of like just something, let's say 30 a day.
Okay.
Yeah, let's say 30 a day. Let me pull it all the way down here. So now you'll be marking yourself against this target, this number here. You'll be comparing yourself to the actual. So here you can have 15 and here 15. You've done 30, right? But if you can exceed,
Mm.
if you can exceed this number,
So, just some clarification.
mhm,
So, the outreach, the first part, yeah, that means it's the these are the clients you reach. You're seeing the email and so forth.
yes, both the emails and the ones you're calling.
Okay.
Yes.
Because I'm just trying to understand the outreach and the calls made.
Okay, so it's all outreach. Whether you called them or you emailed them, it's all outreach.
Okay.
Yes.
Then this side is specifically for calls.
Yes. So this side it's a calls made. This side it's okay. Let me just say, uh, I'll be specific here. Let me just say emails sent. Number of emails sent. Number of emails sent. Calls made. Date and target. We'll make it that way.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is just something. I'll just say here. I'll just uh, let me just track. Okay. Yes.
Just to do it. So I'm using my phone at the moment.
Okay. You want to open it on your end?
Yes, just want to do it. I'm using my phone at the moment.
Okay. Okay. Perfect. Then on I'm sure on the last
Okay,
video
perfect. I'm able to access it.
you are able to access it.
Yes.
Okay. Perfect. On the last video, I showed you how to okay, for example, let me say something like Lusaka. No, no. Say something like okay, even this pharmacy in Lusaka. I showed you how to generate these, right?
Mm-hmm.
These leads here. So you just go right there, you type the industry plus city that you want, and you open Google Maps like this. Then on Google Maps, all you do, you just have to scroll here all the way up to the end, right? You scroll all the way up to the end, and you come here, right? This is, I'm assuming you already have instant data scrapper. You click on the instant data scrapper here.
Just start over again. I don't know if I lost network.
Okay, I'm saying from there you come here.
So just start over a bit. I lost network.
Okay, from what point?
Uh, Start from going on maps After searching, you go on maps, not so.
Yes. So you search the industry here. For example, I searched pharmacy in Lusaka. Then
Mm-hmm.
you go on maps, right?
Okay.
Then here you just have to scroll all the way to the end, right? For me, I'll just end here since this is just a demonstration. Then you come here and you need to have this instant data scrapper Chrome extension. You click here and you see you have all these. Then
Mm-hmm.
all you do is you can see the number that I have, right? I have
Yes.
64 pharmacies here. So yeah, so you can download it in any format here. I'll download it in this format. So let me see. Should have downloaded here. So this is the file that I have. So let me open it right now. Let me open it quickly just now. Okay, so this is the file that I have. So you can see it's a bit messed up. So the only thing you have to do here is to delete what you don't need. So probably myself, I'm going to leave out the phone numbers because I'm going to need these phone numbers. So let me say enable edit.
I'm not seeing the file yet. It's loading.
Okay, not seeing it. Okay, maybe where I'm sharing it's not picking the file. What are you seeing on your end?
I'm still seeing the map parts.
Okay, yeah, probably. Okay, let me do this. Let me stop sharing. Let me share again. Okay. Okay, let me see. Okay, so now I've picked the file. Should be able to see it. Okay, now I should be able to see everything on my screen. You can see it now, right?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, so this is what was downloaded. So now here you want to delete everything that is not relevant. For example, this first column here, I don't need it for anything, right? So I'm going to delete this because I want to clear out uh, this thing. So these are the names of companies, you need them. This you don't need.
Okay.
This you don't need. This you don't need. This all the way up to here you don't need. I'll delete this and I'll have the phone numbers here. I think I'll delete this as well. Delete. Okay, then I can have the phone numbers. Okay, I can have the companies and the phone numbers. So now this looks more clean.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, I think I can delete two of these. Here I can put company, then here phone. Then I can start working around with these, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So basically this is exactly how you extract these prospects here. So now
Yes.
that is for the cause. if you want to go the email route, it's also very, very easy. For example, you have to find the industry you want to approach. For example, let's say I'm going to say roofers, roofers in UK as an example. Then what I'm going to do is that I'm going to be opening these businesses one by one, right? So you can see there are these companies here. They have a website. This one doesn't have a website. So no, they have a website. This one has a website. So these ones, the best people to pitch here are the ones without a website, number one. Number two, those with a website, but they currently have a bad website, right?
Okay.
Yeah, they either have a website or they have a bad one. Those are the ones to pitch. So for example, let me just scroll down here. You can see all these. This one has, they have. Okay, not a problem. So let me just open one of these. Let's see what they have right here with us. So this is the website they have. If let's say you were to pitch these guys, so you can see down here, you can see their email down here, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'll basically just copy their email. I'll come in my email, compose, and put their email there, craft the subject line, prepare the main body of the email, and basically whatever how you do it. If you're just sending an email, you're putting together a proposal whatsoever, then you send just like that. But preferably what you want to do is that you want to come up with a list first, right? Come up with a list on an Excel sheet, right? So you want to come up with a list on an Excel sheet where you have the companies and the names of the companies. For example, let me show you something right here. Okay, I'm going to use this one, right? So let me just create another tab here. So this one I'll name it leads, right? So what I'll basically do here is that you have here, you come up with, you put company, and
Company,
here
the email.
emails, right? So you want first of all to organize your data first, right? So now what you do is that here you put all the companies that you have, put their emails here, then now start doing your outreach when you have your data on one place.
Okay.
You understand? So yeah, basically this is like the best way you can go about this thing.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This is really
So
wonderful.
yeah, so I've showed you number one, I've showed you the calling way, the calling approach, where you have to uh, use instant data scraper and Google Maps, right, to
Yes.
generate the prospect. And I've also showed you the way where you can manually go on companies websites and get the company name and the email
The phone number.
and their phone numbers right there. You can find them. Yeah. So for some companies that let's say they don't have a website and they don't have their email on any site, you can try to search them on Facebook or Instagram. They will probably have maybe one social media handle. It could be maybe they'll be
Okay.
on Facebook, Instagram, or you can search them on LinkedIn. Just try to search them on these social media platforms. Now you want to have well optimized social media platforms, because you may want to reach out to some company. Let's say, for example, I don't know if I can find it. For example, this Pure Bio Pharmacy, or let me just go for this roofing thing that I was doing. Let me scroll down. For example, this one doesn't have uh, they don't have a
Website,
website,
yes.
right? But you can see they have their phone number here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you have their phone number, but there is no email here. So what then do you do? You have to you have to go ahead and search for them probably on you know on social media.
Different platforms.
Yeah, let me see if yeah, basically that. And service fulfillment for web designing right now, the whole point is that there are so many AI tools that you can use. This certainly shouldn't be a very, very big deal for you because you've got quite a number of AI tools. You have cloud AI, you have this cloud AI, right? That can help you with that. You have cloud AI. Let me just do something with cloud AI right here. Okay, so let me try to open this. Let me try. You have cloud AI, you have anything AI, you have quite a number. Let me just open this one, you see. Mm, okay, I'll just make a short prompt. For example, like you want to be detailed with prompting, especially when you're building something technical, right? So
Okay.
you don't go with this prompt that I'm going to go with myself because I'm just doing this as an example. So you can see down here, there's where it says code, right? You click on
Mm-hmm.
the code here, and I can go with something like build me a website for a roofing for a roofing company for a roofing company in UK. It should be a more than 5 pages 5 pages website that turns leads into actual into actual buyers. Then, oh, my battery is low, no problem. Can go ahead and say, okay, just for argument's sake, let's go with this. Okay, so let's see what happens here. Okay, I'm going to give it a moment. Have a look at what happens. So that's the best part about the age we are living in right now. Like, you have all of these tools. You have cloud AI, you have ChatGPT to help you with this. You have anything AI. You have Replit, quite a number of them, right? But also the other thing I need to show you is how to prompt correctly, because you don't want to give it a prompt like the one I've given you right now. I'm just doing this for demonstration's sake, right?
The demonstration set.
Yeah, of course you have to learn how to connect what you build here and launch it live. How to use web hosting platforms like Hostinger, how to buy a domain, and how to protect your domains and all that, and basically that, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. So let's see what happens. Just give me a moment. Okay, so it's going to be done shortly. Let's see what happens here. Just give it a few minutes. Let's see what happens. Give it a few minutes. Okay, so basically just it just takes a bit of some time, but yeah, it's done now. You'll be able to see what has happened. It's done right now. Okay, perfect. So you've seen how simple this thing is. So right now, okay, let me just do this. Are you there?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, so right now we have this site developed for us by this AI, Cloud AI. So now I'm going to go down here and download this file. Okay, so it's downloading here. Go on the downloads. Let me try to open it for you so you can have a clear look of how it looks like. So you can see this thing has been built by a simple prompt, right? That I made. Just that simple prompt. You can see it's saying pick roof, home. You have the services here, services, about us, contact us, free quote. So you can see it
Mm-hmm.
has developed all these things. So the only
Oh,
thing probably you have to do is just to make some few changes here. All of this has been done by the AI. So now for you, the only thing you have to
okay.
do, like I said, you just need a detailed prompt that tells the AI exactly what you need, because AI loves
Yeah,
to,
what you
yeah, it loves to understand in details what you need, because if you don't give it in details, it's going to give you, of course, some level of garbage, because it can't predict exactly what's in your mind. You have to tell it what's in your mind. So with that simple
Yes.
prompt, we're able to generate something like this that we can actually launch. You see?
Oh, this is nice.
Yeah. So basically, this is basically what you need. You only need, to understand, okay, how do I reach out to potential clients so that I can have um, prospects coming in my pipeline, and number two, how do